For every YouTube animation that feels genuinely creative, there's another one that feels like a virus to the YouTube community. Today we're breaking down best versus worst YouTube animations, not just based on fan base, but on how they make us feel. Let's start with one that might be a surprise. A surprise to someone that can hear what these silly little characters are actually saying.
If people don't agree with you, fuck them.
I don't agree with that? Hey, you said that if they don't agree with you? Oh.
Shappy Sway. Now, if it's not obvious to most of you on why this channel is bad, let me educate you guys. And of course, I made a video on this and people were like, oh, it's satire. Oh, okay. Then that makes this the greatest channel ever. As if it being satire would actually change. Oh, it makes it okay. All right, I'm gonna rob a bank, but it's satire, okay? It's like, oh, okay, you know, police come in with guns, like, get out of the gun. It's like, no, it's satire. I'm just pretending to rob the bank. I don't care if you pretend to do it. I don't care if you sing a song and dance while you're doing it. If you did it, you did. It's obvious someone's going out of their way to make these cartoons offensive. I think shows like South Park are fine. All right, those are good. Family Guy, great. To me, this feels more aged down, just in the animation style. And I know people are wanting to get, oh, just because it's an animation style doesn't make it adult or whatever, doesn't make it for a kid. Does that bug anyone else? No? Okay. Listen, if you like Shappy Sway, you like Shappy Sway. I mean, from a quality standpoint, it looks like it's a TV show. It's just using your powers for evil like this is wild. But believe it or not, there's an even worse animation out there. Mizuno Melody. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I've been waiting to talk about this channel for a very long time. To most of you, that's going to be a new name, and you're thinking, why hasn't someone talked about this channel before? Let me show you Mizuno. Let me show you what we're getting into.
I don't know. It's all kind of fuzzy.
So a single person on the internet saw that and was like, maybe that's kind of weird. Maybe that's not okay. Maybe this is touching a territory that is a little bit taboo, so to speak. And this single person raised the alarm and got the attention of the creator. Now, the creator primarily defended the audience. They went into their analytics saying, hey, this is my audience. To them, like majority, way above majority, is above 18. And this looks really good on the surface, and I'm not knocking this. The only critique to this is reality for most kids channels, and it's because kids are logged into their parents' account. So you're not gonna see Jimmy 6 years old. You're gonna see his mom, Samantha, that's like 35. But regardless, let's pretend everyone watching this video is over 18, all right? Even though that's not the case. You in some way have to respect the grind, all right? The animation grind to produce one of these videos. In fact, they uploaded something like a 2.5 hour video showing you in Blender how they animated each of the movement. The result was less than a 10-second video. It was ridiculous. So in some way you have to respect, oh, it takes a lot of time and effort to do something. You know, the grind is there, okay? God forbid a Bratz doll gets emotion. The only issue is I forbid, all right? I am against a Bratz doll getting emotion because you have to animate everything on the doll. You have to spend hours of your life animating physics, all right? Jiggle physics. What am I even saying? The biggest thing about this channel isn't necessarily the videos, it's the link in the bio, all right? If you love these characters, you can literally bring one home with you and show it how much you love it, okay? I'll do a lot of things for you guys, but one thing I'm not doing is clicking that link. All right, I don't want to know. We're gonna let sleeping dogs lie. I don't know how to move on to the next one. Someone that's been a breath of fresh air in animation recently has been Zack D Films. If you've been under a rock, Zack D Films is taking over the internet, and he's getting some hate because people are clout chasing, whatever. But at this point, you cannot deny Zack D's influence. He honestly started a new niche for people using animation on YouTube Shorts, and although some people were doing it before, they've never done it in this way. And honestly, he's answering questions that people have been curious about, but creators like Mr. Beast and people that do stuff in real life can't really cover these topics. There's obviously limitations to what you can do in real life. For some reason, I almost feel a distant influence from Mythbusters and some niche shows on Spike TV like 1,000 Ways to Die, and really just combining that with animation and then bringing it to YouTube Shorts. But as I mentioned before, Zack D Films had it so big, he actually created his own lane. And in this lane, other people have showed up and made something special. Zek Flem is next on our list. Zack D walked so Zek Flem could run. I mean, this is the type of content you show someone 1,000 years ago, all the famine they endured, all the war. You show them a Zek Flem video and they'll cry, tears of joy, because they'll know it's all been worth it. Like whatever sacrifice they had to make, that civilization could eventually advance to get to the point where we have Zek Flem making videos. What more could you want from a society? you know? I mean, Zack Flem's videos could eventually be what makes us survive as a species. I mean, maybe an alien civilization comes to Earth, they're considering destroying it, but they see one Zack Flem video, they're like, they're gonna move on. They're gonna go to the next one because they know we have something special, all right? It's almost like the angel of death passing over a house because it has lamb's blood on the doorpost. That's what Zack Flem is to civilization. Can ward off the angel of death. For every Zack Flem pushing up, we have an animation pushing down. And the next animation, Animes, does this to a T. Animes pushes the limits in ways you don't want limits to be pushed. All right, pushing the bad limit. There's good and bad limits to push, and the bad limits are here and shouldn't be pushed, and they're being pushed anyway. You have to respect the dedication to branding, the dedication to the color gray. You gotta respect it's unique. I'm sure this has an audience somewhere, maybe in Germany, as we mentioned before in another video, but I'm sure it has an audience somewhere, and that's great. You almost wish you could quarantine certain creators on the internet. Perhaps a new feature in the years to come on YouTube. But regardless, Animes is here. They're doing their best, but the more they do, the more they push the boundary, and then it's not good. Fortunately for us, misery likes company, because next on our list, Momo the cat is right there with Animes, in my opinion. We have a sing-songy cat that makes probably some AI music. That's besides the point.
I have a friend named Bonnie who's never sad or blue. They say she has the best trains, though I never hear choo-choo.
It's the same trick over and over again. Again, you gotta respect that it's animation. You gotta respect that someone took the time to animate this, but at what point do we put our foot down? And again, like Shappy Sway, people are gonna say it's satire. And this is the excuse they use to enjoy something like this. If you want to enjoy alone in a room away from everyone else in the house, they can't hear it. You like what you like, whatever. But defending as satire is mind-boggling. O.J. Simpson had a stronger case. I know that's going to piss someone off, but just do you, all right? If you didn't speak English, you probably would enjoy Momo the cat. It's got the jingles.
My mommy is a prison guard, but only when dad's away. They must have been quite naughty, cause the spankings go all day.
I'm sure some of it would get weird eventually, because you'd be like, okay, why are they always going to a bedroom? Why is it always about the mom having some friends over? How long can you do this for? How many videos can you make with that plot before you kind of run out of things to say? I think we're approaching that time very quickly. But I'm glad not every animation takes advice from Momo the cat. The Amazing Digital Circus is next on our list and considered one of the best animations on YouTube, and for good reason. It's funny because they call themselves an indie studio, but there's nothing indie about the production value. I mean, if Pixar and DreamWorks teamed up, it would probably look something like this. You know what I mean? And of course, someone in the comments would be like, well, technically, that's fine. All right. Even the storytelling is incredible. You have channels entirely dedicated to doing deep dives on the episodes and what it meant and some of the lore behind it. So their ability to not only just make a quality animation and make it look something equivalent to DreamWorks or even Pixar, but also having the story to have people talking about it for months after, banger. Probably the best animation on YouTube right now, in my opinion. But for every best, there needs to be a worst. For every hero, there has to be a villain. What would you assume the enemy of My Digital Circus to be? Something the opposite. And when I say opposite, I mean simply the knockoff of My Digital Circus. And unfortunately, it's not just one channel. You have Cartoon. You even have a channel that we got banned thanks to you guys. I mean, we were out there doing good deeds by banning this channel from the internet forever. I'm very thankful to say that our fight against these channels has ultimately cleaned up the environment. If you look, it's harder to find those types of channels now that are taking My Digital Circus and just actualizing the crap out of it. Yes, I'm censoring myself. Funny enough, I made a short. Well, actually, I put it on TikTok and the video got taken down because I think the person that actually made this channel, the channels that we're talking about right now, I think they saw it and reported it. I think it got 100,000 views. And especially like in that niche, in this lane, like something so specific, there's no doubt that one of those views was from the person that made this channel. So they took it down. I'm just thankful that YouTube took down their channel because I mean, my brain is struggling to find words in the lexicon descriptive enough to capture the atrocities on this channel. I'm being a little facetious, but it was bad. All right, it was the worst. Okay, I'll probably have to dig up some old videos because the thumbnails and thankfully the videos themselves are not polluting YouTube like they used to. This feels like how you would talk about a monster after you already offed it with a community like a few months ago. Oh yeah, Sasquatch was around here, like terrible things, tormenting people, but now they're gone. Like that's how I feel about GM Craft. And that's how I feel about Cartoon and some of the things that they made. I mean, to take a proven concept like someone else, and then the angle of this entire channel is just to actualize the crap out of it and hope that kids watch it so that you somehow get some ad revenue from it, and then disguise it as in like, oh, I'm just learning how to animate. Like, I can't stand that. Oh my gosh. There are a few things that actually make me upset, and that just does it to me. What is your favorite animation on YouTube? What is your least favorite animation on YouTube? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.